Hello, hello, hello. It's Emma Holmes here, coming live from Rockstar HQ, and I want to chat a little bit about sales pages. And because I know that lots of people struggle with them, and I know that it's something that I've been talking to a few people about this week. So I thought I'd put a little bit of a video together and talk about sales pages and how you can have a little bit of a look at yours. And the first thing that is really important when you're writing a sales page is that you are absolutely mindful of the raving fans that are suitable for this particular product or program that you're bringing together. And we might all have an overall raving fan that we totally love and that we totally adore and that is part of our business as a whole. But a particular product or program might be for a niche within your niche, so it might be for a particular raving fan within your niche. So what I always suggest people do is when they start to bring together a sales page, when they start to look at who they're offering this to, is number one, sit down and write a little bit of a love letter to that client. Start to really connect with them. Start to feel how they're feeling. Start to really get into their shoes. Because chances are that you know exactly what it is they're going through right now. You know what they're struggling with. You know what's going on in their world, and you know that the information and help and support that you can provide them with can make all of the difference. So start off by writing that love letter before you even commit typing onto your website or wherever it is that you put your sales pages. So first of all, write that love letter, because that will help you to really empathise with them and write to that person as a friend, as if you were, reaching out to them, as if you were there to really empathise with them. And I also say that there's a few points for you to go through when you think about this. The first of all is recognition. How are they going to recognise that this is for them? So what can you say to them? What questions can you pose to them that say, do you know what, I'm going to invest the time in reading this sales page, because people are really, really busy, and reading through a sales page takes an element of commitment and, actually being able to say early on whether or not that time commitment is right for them is a brilliant way of allowing them to self-select to read more, but also allowing them to become invested in what it is that you're saying. It gives them that level of investment. So recognition. Empathy. Where are they right now? What are they struggling with? What points can you pose to them that make them go, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's completely written for me. Tell them what's the solution. What are you going to help them to solve? What is it that you're going to promise? And this is one that is really so often missed out. What are they going to be able to be, do, have and achieve at the end of whatever it is that you're offering them? So if it's a program, what are you going to teach them how to do? What is it that's going to open the door for them? Think about their main priority here. And an awful lot of the time when you're looking at sales pages for people who provide business advice or things like that, ultimately your clients want to have a specific outcome. You are wanting to help them to achieve a specific outcome. What is the promise? If you do everything that I say, if you take all of these steps, if you implement everything that I've got for you, you will be able to be, do, have or achieve the following things. The next one is modality, and this is how the nitty gritty of what your product or your program is all about. What actually is it? How is it delivered? What can they expect? And this isn't as important as the other stuff, because the modality of delivery is something that people don't care how they get from A to B, as long as they get to B. So the modality is there, particularly if you are looking at digital products and you are selling to people who perhaps haven't been opened up to the world of learning online, or they haven't been bombarded with messages like potentially you will have if you've brought together an online program. Tell them how it, how it works, what it's about, whether or not they need to be tech savvy, what questions and objections are they going to have about your program, and address them within your copy, because frequently asked questions within that sales page stop them having that seed of doubt. It stops them going off into objections and going off into the, oh, but what if, what if, what if. The other one is price, and lots of people shy away from adding their price onto things, but you know, an awful lot of people will read the recognition and then the price and decide whether they're going to invest in the bit in the middle. So put your prices on there. You've got nothing to hide. You've got nothing to be ashamed of. Put your prices on there. It's totally, totally fine. And then it's a rousing call to action. So tell them what you want them to do. Tell them how to take the next step. And that might sound really, really patronising, but people are more inclined to take that step if that step is there for them. For the love of all things holy, please do make sure that you do have an ability for people to sign up and buy. And because, the amount of sales pages that I've seen, and I've got to the bottom of them and I've gone, actually, I can't do anything here. I can't buy it. And people go, oh yeah, I get it. Okay. Make sure there is a payment button there. Make sure that people can process that payment and buy that thing, because that's what they want. Then it's about looking at making sure that it's mobile friendly. So I was looking at a sales page the other day, and on mobile it was really, really difficult to navigate, and it was really difficult to read. So make sure it's mobile friendly. Make sure it's easy on the eye. Lots and lots of words, just make your eyes go. So make sure that you're adding some imagery in there, breaking up the text a little bit so that it doesn't feel like a slog on the eyes. Make sure that you are including a little bit of a section about why work with you. So who are you and why should people work with you? Why should people invest their time and their money in working with you? So a little bit of a tiny weeny about me you can include in there that will help people to decide whether or not you're the right person for them. A lovely picture of you would do the trick, would make it much more aesthetically pleasing. And then social proof. So this is your testimonials. This is the way that people can see from a third party that, that you are the real deal, because marketing law dictates that you say that your stuff is epic. But when other people say that, it takes on a whole new level of meaning for people. So do that too. You can get hold of the Sales Pack free resource, which includes my landing pages which convert, my sales page checklist, and 2 classes about selling, which will help you to really get a handle on this stuff. Because selling doesn't have to be icky, selling doesn't have to be uncomfortable, and your sales pages don't have to be, these really, really war and peace kind of texts, or they don't have to work with, specific words in there. They have to work for you, and they have to work for your crowd. So grab the sales page pack, go through it, and see if it's right for you. So it'll either be above or it'll be below this video. So grab hold of that pack, work your way through it, and let's get those sales pages sorted. So have a great day, and I will speak to you really soon. Bye.